Yeah. Well, I mean, because at that age we don't know. Our environment
Yeah,
starts to create a lot of things, and I mean, this is the damn environment. I mean, what are you gonna do?
and you think it's regular. And I used to not really like. I used to kind of like. I used to argue with people when they'd be like, "Man, I'm just a product of my environment," or "Man," I used to, even though I was going down the wrong path. I still would tell people like, "Man, we don't want to hear that. You feel me? Go to school if you want to. You feel me?"
Yeah.
But when you really dig deep, that's the a big problem. You feel me? And then like
Yeah.
a lot of people, like my parents really weren't on drugs or nothing like that, but a lot of people's parents were. So if you look up to your parents and they're doing drugs, you're gonna probably try drugs because the people that you look up to are doing it.
Yeah. Well, and it's that modeling. Oftentimes, like if you break it down just a simple way, mom and dad are the first examples of what a man and woman are supposed to be. And so if those things is what is going on, we're going to emulate that. Like I mean, like you said, there's a lot of, arguing going on in the house, not a lot of income. So there's all that stress. And, kids, they feel all that stuff. All that stuff gets
Yeah,
internalized and starts to become a part of it. But you're right in that what you say, there's a point where it's like you have to take onus that, like, I don't want to be a victim. I'm not going to be a victim.
absolutely right, bro.
I want to talk about, because I have not had an opportunity to talk to too many people on this about, gang life, how people get in it, and where I grew up, and let alone my high school. Like, we had so much trouble with drugs and gangs, weapons, that they took all the fucking lockers out. Dallas, it was like, okay, we'll just give them no option to hide this stuff. So, uh,
Yeah,
but I remember talking to a buddy in high school. I'm like, why do you do it? We were in Castroville, California, and his thing was, well, you're on the basketball team, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I was asking why you guys dress the same and everything else, and he goes, you all wear the same uniform, right? Yeah. Well, then everybody knows you're a team, right? And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, when I dress like this and I walk down the streets and somebody wants to mess with me and they see I'm dressed like my team, they walk the other way. And I was like, oh shit, that's a good way. I never thought about that.
that makes sense. See, my neighborhood is it's like a little different. Like we're not. I mean, we wear red, we're Bloods, but like we also wear blue, and we'll wear any color we want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I said, like if you grow up on it, like we grew up and we're all right here. We all grew up together, and then we're all like a part of like a little group, and then like it slowly starts between like okay, we go to the mall, we're all together. You know what I'm saying? We get into a fight with these other kids, and then sooner or later somebody dies. So
Mm-hmm.
even if you feel like, oh, you really don't want to really go down this path, but now like they killed your best friend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now it's like you got to do something. So now you didn't retaliate it. Now like they looking for you, and then it just goes from there, and then it's like it'll never stop. So like even right now with me, it's like I'm working with mental health and people with substance abuse, and I'm trying to like make it a big change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop the violence, trying to do all that, right? But everything from my past life, people ain't forgot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's people that are always gonna want to hate me. There's people that's always gonna want me dead. There's people that, you know what I'm saying, no matter what changes I make or whatever, that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That does not matter at all. They don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just because you want to change your life, that doesn't. They're looking at it like I don't want to change mine. You feel me? And I'm still looking for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's it's about just like kind of like separating yourself from people and just like not putting yourself in bad positions and situations. Like I don't go a lot of places. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just avoid like places or things where I'm gonna have to do something to somebody else or somebody might have to do something to me. You feel me? So because
Yeah.
somebody, of course, I'm gonna have to defend myself, and that's why I went to prison the first time. I was really just defending myself. You feel me? But I still went to prison.
This is the Knockin' Doors Down podcast, featuring celebrities, experts, and everyday people who have overcome adversities, including addiction, mental health, and trauma, to live purposeful lives. And that's what Knockin' Doors Down is all about.